Well, very excited to talk today about our digital transformation practice here at ViVE. So our digital transformation practice here at Optimum Healthcare IT consists of our ServiceNow practice, our cloud strategy and implementation practice, our technology practice, as well as the cybersecurity team. And I bring up digital transformation just because it's not just a buzzword. I think it's truly driving a lot of innovation, a lot of change, and really changing the way organizations in healthcare, especially on the provider side, are delivering care today and reimagining, re-engineering their services and platforms. I bring up ServiceNow just because on the ServiceNow side, we're really seeing ServiceNow emerge as a true platform from an enterprise service management perspective that's kind of rolling up, consolidating and rationalizing a number of other different applications and capabilities, and really automating and optimizing how we do work, giving better visibility to how we do work in an organization, and really centralizing where employees, caregivers, clinicians, providers, and others go to get work done, to make requests, and to understand, what else they need to do their job more effectively. So we are really doubling down on ServiceNow and really have been as the elite partner and go-to partner in the ecosystem for healthcare, specifically with ServiceNow, really focusing on healthcare as an industry vertical and really making sure that we put the capabilities in place to enable this significant change of really how we're supporting these individuals in healthcare organizations today. So the problems we're addressing really in the healthcare provider space come down to several factors. One is fragmentation and a number of different applications and capabilities that tend to overlap or maybe underlap or maybe do the same thing. From that perspective, looking to kind of rationalize and consolidate platforms. As I mentioned before, we're elite ServiceNow partner, the leading healthcare partner in the healthcare provider market today. And one thing we do see is the ability to rationalize applications. So multiple applications being used to do similar things: asset management, clinical asset management, HR workflows for support and onboarding of individuals in an organization, integrating with key systems like our ERP systems, our EMR systems, not to replace what they do, but really to optimize their use and really focus more on the workflow and getting work done more effectively with less mouse clicks, as well as just taking less time to get things either requested or delivered or fulfilled. The second thing I would say is, from an infrastructure perspective, we see an absolute ton of opportunity these days in looking and re-looking at the physical infrastructure to host what could be hundreds, if not thousands, of applications and the data associated with them that healthcare organizations have to manage on a daily basis. Leveraging cloud strategically, not necessarily wholesale lift and shift of cloud, but really looking where cloud can be an advantage, both from a cost perspective and from a scalability and elasticity perspective. Looking at those other capabilities and then rationalizing, again, the infrastructure spend. Going away are the days of, massive data centers where we, every 4 to 5 years go in and kind of replace wholesale all of the infrastructure, servers, storage, backup, network, etc. Now we're able to shift some of that to more of a just in time and just what you need, and right size that capability and then pay for what we use. Well, a lot of discussion, a lot of meetings, a lot of interest right now in a couple things. I mean, AI clearly is on everyone's roadmap and everyone's radar, but really understanding specific use cases. So I think an incremental approach is what we're starting to see and where folks are really starting to see value and gain value. Things like HR and other things where we have knowledge, we have data, we have information, and we can put things at people's fingertips and kind of satisfy requests and requirements relatively quickly and effectively. The other thing we're seeing as well is just automation in general. The ability to look at specific workflow, day-to-day activities to say, could we automate these things? Could we free up our employee base to do more value-add activities? And finding those opportunities, and again, in workflow engines like ServiceNow, which at its core really is about getting work done more effectively and automating those workflows, measuring them, reporting, giving visibility on what's happening in the business, doing things more quickly, more effectively, but also taking work that we do in other areas around the EMR, the ERP, other large platforms to say, how can we automate and integrate with some of those to, again, address the need to context switch between applications and workflow to say, how can we do things more quickly, more easily, and more effectively, and not trying to take the boil the ocean approach, but really identifying a few key areas where we have, high volume type workflows that are somewhat commodity, and look to a way to automate those with agents, with AI, with other capabilities. So again, we can free that workforce up to do more things that are maybe patient facing, or more higher value add.